What's going on, y'all? So listen. So we are back again for another episode. Well, I should say the final episode review for season 7 of American Horror Story Cult. All right. I'm just gonna say this is episode 11, and it's called Great Again. Bitch, listen. All right. I was wondering how they was gonna tie this up. I feel like they tied it up nicely. I mean, it wasn't so over the top. It wasn't so dramatic. I mean, it had its moments, but the season was cute. Okay, I like this season. I like this season better than I did last season. Was last season Freak Show? Or what was last season, bitch? Was it Freak Show? Not Freak Show. What the fuck was last season? Bitch, whatever. I liked it better than last season. I'm just gonna put that out there. Okay. Um, so it starts off saying 2018 maximum security jail in what is it, Jackson, Mississippi. I said, bitch, wait a minute, Kai got arrested. When already moved over to 2018. God damn. Okay. And we see Kai talking to this guard, this black lady, and doing the pinky shit. And I said, this motherfucker is still doing the same thing that got his ass fucking arrested in the goddamn prison. I guess he says, fuck it, bitch. I'm gonna be up in this hole forever, so I need to have a following, because, I guess. And so these two guys come up in there about to talk to him. He up in the bathroom. He got his followers there. He in the bathroom. These two guys that look like they with the Aryan Brotherhoods or some Nazi shit, talking to him like, look, bitch, let me tell you something. You got this little shit going on. We can't have it because you are fucking up the natural order of things, okay? The blacks got the Bloods and Crips. You got the Spanish gangs and stuff like that. They called them derogatory term for, Hispanics, Latinos, whatever. I'm not gonna say it. And then you got the white people who got the Aryan Nation or this other brotherhood nationalist stuff. Okay, you coming up here with your fuck shit, and we can't have that stuff. Next thing you know, they start fighting, beating Kai's ass. And then he was like, when you kill me, why don't you tell my girlfriend that I loved her or whatever? Some shit that he said. And he was like, all right, I'm going to send a letter to her. What's the address? He was like, bitch, you should know it's your mama. I said, Kai ain't got no damn sense, okay? This motherfucker ain't afraid to die, all right? And you have to be delusional or some shit like that, very narcissistic, very egotistical, and all that shit to, be doing this stuff. And so he headbutts him. They start fighting. He was about to choke him out. The guy was about to choke Kai out. And while he on top of him, the other big dude that was with him stabs old boy in the back. And I said, wait a minute, what? And then so the little Charles Manson delusion comes out, and he was like, now you're gonna have to tell old boy that you gotta kill him. Because dude was like divine ruler and shit. I said, they still calling him the shit. He was like, listen, let me tell you something. So I know we orchestrated this whole thing, but once we come down to it and I see that I'm attacked and then your big ass is still here and he's dead, it's gonna be some questions. So, you're gonna have to make a sacrifice. Dude was like, fine, go ahead, do what you gotta do, divine ruler. I said, ain't no way in hell I'm finna die for a nigga I just met. Bitch, he then turned out the prison, okay? Turned out the fucking prison guard. And I'm like, why did it have to be a big black bitch? That's what I was thinking about, but whatever. We get this dude named Scooty. He coming up, little fresh face, 19-year-old guy who was put in prison because he was drunk driving, took his father's Telsa car or whatever and killed somebody, and got 25 years in jail. And he basically was saying, I've been getting my ass kicked all this time. I cannot survive up in here. I need to be in your gang. He was like, bitch, first of all, it's not a gang and all this shit. And what you need to tell me is that you're a coward. Okay, you did this, you did that, you didn't want to do it, you a coward. He was like, okay, fine, I'm a coward. Did the little pinky sweat thing, and he was like, welcome my new buddy to the gang. I said, bruh, this shit ain't gonna end well with you. You should know how to look up about people and how shit gonna go, because this ain't what you want. You was better off putting, joining up with somebody else or just getting your ass kicked. Bitch, they go back to 11 months before. We see Kai on the phone trying to call Speedwagon. We don't know where Speedwagon's at, okay? Last week we saw that Allie confronted Speedwagon and found out that, bitch, you're the mo, okay? And so he is sitting there in this meeting talking because first of all he's a little upset because Speedwagon has never missed a meeting. He's always been on time, and so this is suspicious. He's trying to understand what's going on. Allie feeding him pills and shit. I said, Allie, bitch, you better play this role. You better play this role. He talking about something we gonna have to revise the 1,000 Night of Tates because it's kind of hard to find 1,000 pregnant women up in this city. So therefore we gonna revise it. And we're not gonna do 1,000 nights. We're gonna do 100 nights. Okay. So this dude Gutterball went and found and broke into this place or whatever to get these listing of Lamaze classes and all these obstetricians and all these other women who are pregnant. So therefore they have the addresses of these women and they got the model of the baby inside the womb and he's showing them exactly where to stab. Like, you're going to stab right here above the belly button, but do you have to go down? Because if you just go straight, the baby is still alive and we want the baby dead and the mama dead. I said, what the fuck? Okay. Kai is just on some bullshit right about now. And so he got them practicing on watermelons and shit. Allie goes downstairs and she's talking to go upstairs to the kitchen talking to Beverly. Beverly is giving off this rehearsed electronic ass. I am so proud to be here with the divine ruler and making this watermelon salad for him and all this shit. And Allie is like, just chill out. She was like, I can't do this no more. I am tired of this, okay? This is not what I had planned out. Just go ahead and kill me. I wanted to be the last one standing. And she was like, just be calm. Everything's gonna work out. Okay, chill. Cat come up in there and he just all over the place. He don't know where Speedwagon is at. And, Allie once again is trying to calm him down. Allie goes and shows him this recording stuff, the wires and shit that Speedwagon had. And at this point, Kai loses his shit because he realizes that, no, my sister was not the mole. I killed the wrong person. I killed her for nothing. Then they flash back to when Allie actually confronted Speedwagon, and we see that he was a mole planted from the jump, okay? He got arrested for doing some shit like hacking or some shit like that. He worked in a hospital or whatever. He was doing some fuck shit and he was going to get 5 years in jail. But the cop said, listen, if you go undercover, we going to, knock off the sentence or whatever. So he was like, cool. He go up into the thing. And then once they realized, because they was already looking out for him, okay? They was already checking for Kai, all right? And once they get to that, they found out all the stuff that he was doing. They told him to stay in there. And so it was freaking him out. And after he flipped out after he saw him kill his own sister, okay, who had his back. And then at this point, Allie was like, so you working with the state police or whatever, that's it? I mean, you can't call them. Did you call them? Did you do this? Did you do that? He was like, no, I can't. And next thing you know, Allie stabbed this motherfucker in the chest. I said, damn. And so we go back to Kai and Allie having this little confrontation or whatever. And they're doing all this stuff. He's feeling himself a minute. He gets himself together. He goes back downstairs. He's telling the guys, listen, we're about to do this shit, okay? Make sure when you clean up, this is what you do. When you go out there, you put this uniform on and you bring this shit back and you make sure you bring it back so we can burn the evidence. You got your chloroform, you got this, and if the husband pop up, you just shoot him, shock and awe and all that stuff. While they doing this, Beverly's standing down there just watching. She looks at Allie. Allie looks at her like, bitch, keep it together because I got a fucking plan. Okay, calm, cool, collected, ho. That's what we gonna do. Allie proceeds to go upstairs, all right? And as she's going upstairs, one of his Kai's dude is like, where you going? Bitch, she said, I'm going to go get some snacks. Alright. So she goes across the street. I'm thinking she finna go to her house. Bitch, she go to a van and she was like, go right now. It's the FB fucking I with SWAT, bitch. I ain't never been so proud to say, get a government agency up in that bitch and go do something. Alright, because you know how they am. But anyway, so I was like, y'all better go do your job now, okay? And don't arrest nobody. We don't need nobody killing motherfuckers. And sure enough, threw some TIG gas down there, started shooting this shit. And, shit fucking happened. Basically, his whole army that was down there got killed. And they arrested Kai. And at this time, the guy who came down there and was trying to trick on Allie and was like, did you ask her to go to get some snacks and all this shit? He was standing there with a gun still, and one of them guns was on the floor. Beverly crawled on that floor, got that gun, and shot that motherfucker in the head. And I said, come the fuck through, Beverly. Come the fuck through. But Kai just so happened to be the one that didn't get killed up in that bitch. So he get locked up. He's screaming at Allie when he sees her, you bitch, you bitch. You know, because his whole thing now is he's a woman hater. And his true intentions are coming out. He don't give a fuck about women. He think women are weak and can't lead. So now we fast forward. Allie is at her restaurant. You know, she's doing her thing, and I guess she's made headlines about being the woman who brought down this cult, okay? And Beverly pops up. You know, you had customers sitting there. This lady was trying to get a picture with her, and she was like, no, I'm just trying to, you know, put it all behind me, and I'm not trying to do all that, but thank you for coming to the restaurant. Beverly pops up. I said, bitch, I thought they took your ass to jail. And it was like, no, Beverly ain't a reporter no more. She's working at a bar, and she's just worried because she's like, Kai, you heard Kai, you know, admitted to everything. He pleaded guilty to everything. He waived his right to a trial and all that stuff. But she's waiting for the other shoe to drop because he didn't put anything on her. And then, you know, she brought up Ivy and was like, it must have felt real bad to know that he killed Ivy right in front of you and all that shit. And she was like, I mean, it is what it is. He was like, but you know, it's funny that Kai, he admitted to everything but that murder, okay? And was like, you know, I'm just saying, if I was, you know, I know it's a whole bunch of women out here who probably would have killed their partner if they found out all the stuff that they was trying to do to them. And I'm pretty sure nobody would, you know, feel bad for the fact that they killed them and would have actually chilled them on and be like, go ahead, that's what you needed to do to get that shit out the system because they was fucked up for trying to do what they did to you. And Allie was just looking like, look, okay, girl, you do what you gotta do. So at this point, you know, they form a bond and that connection is still there. And next thing you know, this girl comes over and putting the plate down. Beverly was asking about the little Ozzy's birthday and all the stuff. You got the cake, and we're gonna do mint green for you know, Ivy. That was her favorite color or some shit like that. I said fuck Ivy, okay. But anyway, that's the child, so we can't do that. You know, let him have it in memorandum of fucking his mama, okay. But you know, he ain't gotta know the truth. And the girl that come over, come to find out, I said, cute black girl. And I seen her on some other stuff. I said, bitch, who the fuck are you? Because she smiled at Allie. And I said, bitch, is you smiling at Allie or is you smiling at Beverly? Girl, she was smiling at Allie. Allie said, this is Erica. This is my girlfriend of 8 weeks and 2 days. I said, bitch, Erica, sister, run, okay? That's all you need to do. Don't get involved in this crazy shit. You know, you must like really taking risks and you like adventure because you going with this bitch, okay? You are in for a time. But do you, boo. Do you, okay? So then we get to the birthday party. Ozzy's blowing out his little candles. Erica answers the phone because the phone kept on ringing, and it's Rachel Maddow's people, you know, calling for an interview. And at first, you know, Erica is like, no, she said she's not going to do it. And then after that, they was talking about it. Beverly was at the birthday party. Allie and Erica talking about the whole interview shit. And it was like, why don't you just let her do it? I mean, Rachel is a legitimate feminist and all this stuff. And it was like, listen, I'm not going to do it. Hell, I turned down Elena Winters' interview, okay? The legendary Elena Winters, all right? I'm not going to do Rachel Maddow. So, you know, just let's leave it alone. Now, if you've been watching American Horror Story since the beginning, you know who Lena Winter is. Mind you, Sarah Paulson, the one who plays Allie, she plays Lena Winters, okay? So that would have been something. If I was like, so bitch, you finna be sitting here interviewing yourself. That would have been cute. But next thing you know, Allie gets a phone call from the prison and this cat talking about some bitch, you lying bitch. The only reason why you didn't get killed was because you said that the old boy was my son and he not my son and all this shit. You doing all this stuff on my name and the only thing that's keeping you alive is me and woo 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 and I'm gonna kill your ass and all this shit. And I said, girl, hang up the goddamn phone. You stood on that phone a little bit too long for me. Okay? Then the guard come out there talking about son, hey, that's public property or whatever, because he was beating up on the phone. It was like, let's go, divine ruler. I said, bitch, what are you doing? Next thing you know, after all of that, you hear, I said, you see some legs up in the air. And I said, wait a fucking minute. I had to rewind it because I know he was fucking the guard. At least I thought he was because I seen her there. And I'm like, wait a minute. Those are not her legs. She is laying down. And it's another pair of hands that's on side of her. And he's holding on to a pair of legs. And these legs are men legs. So what I'm going to assume is either because she was moaning, okay, and he was pounding. Now he probably, because remember how he wanted to do with Winter, not yeah, with Winter, impregnate her, have the gay boy impregnate her as he penetrate him. That's what it looked like was going on. So Miss Guard was getting pounded or getting fucked by old boy underneath her as he was fucking him, or vice versa. We can do any type of combination, but they was all penetrating each other, okay? Or at least two of them was getting penetrated, okay? And I was just like, really? And looking at the news as Allie announces that she's going to run for Senate, I said, bitch, Cat was pissed because he was like running for my motherfucking seat. I said, see, you don't win playing fucking dirty. That's what Nene said, bitch, all right? So it's all coming back to fucking haunt him. She running these ads and she doing her campaign and she's wondering how come I'm still trailing. Okay, they was like, people think that you're kind of weak or whatever and you're not going to be able to protect them, but the women, they want you because they understand where you come from. And she was like, take Kai out of these ads or whatever. It was like, well, let me tell you something. You don't want to be seen as in conjunction with Kai, but until he dies, you're going to be seen in conjunction with him. Okay, Beverly the campaign manager and all this shit. I said, uh-oh. Here come Allie. Her whole thing is, since she survived the cult, she want to bring down all of, type of cult like shit. Politics, the two-party systems, and all this shit. She just want people to run independent and free. I said, all right. And when you think about it, everything when you get into a group or club, it can be turned into a cult the way that they follow people. If they so blindly and so, fearlessly follow you, that can turn into a cult. And when you look at it, the way shit doing right now, this Democrat between against Republican and Republican against Democrat and all that shit makes you think, bitch. Let me tell you something. You have to be a real narcissistic ass person to want to be in politics. My sister was talking to me about that, and I was like, you know what? It makes sense to think about it like that because you thinking that you are the person that can evoke change or you can govern a whole group of people and you have that power and you can be the one to do some stuff. And I was like, oh, I don't like to think about it like that, but that is kind of true when you think about it. But anyway, so we get Kai. He's up in the lunchroom, in the kitchen in the jail, and I'm wondering what the fuck is going on. Here comes the guard, with the scooter dude, the one that the little cowboy boy, and he was like, basically Kai's about to leave. He's about to walk out. We see an extra uniform, and come to find out, Scooter is like, look, I wish I can go with you. Take me with you. He was like, you are gonna go with me. You gonna be free with me, because he said he ain't gonna survive without him, which is true. And he was like, well, listen, you a vital part. I'm we both gonna be free by the end of the night. And next thing you know, because he had him get the same tattoos as him, had him get his his hair cut and everything just like him. I said, nigga, you didn't put two and two together. As soon as I seen him come in and he had his hair cut, and I seen him say that about the tattoos, bitch, I knew exactly what he was about to do. He's gonna kill your ass, and that's exactly what they did. And he was like, come on down here and help me mutilate his face. Like you told me I should mutilate the face or whatever so that they can't really tell that it's not me or whatever. He was like, he started talking about her weight, the guard's weight. It was like, I seen your diet plan and all that shit. You chunky this. And I said, bitch, how fucking dare you? And she was like, I'm on a diet and I'm pick. I said, bitch, don't even do that shit, okay? So they walk out. They walk out the prison, just like with no regards, and nothing happens. Then we see Allie and them, they looking at the dudes and they hearing that Kai's been dead and been killed or whatever. They doing something on Waco? Okay. So now they finna get ready to do this debate. And this is when Allie gets the news that Kai's dead, quote unquote. So she's debating against Senator Anderson, the one that Kai was going to be debating against. And you know, she running her platform. She basically running her platform in a way that's saying that, listen, women ain't no weak bitches, okay? We ain't finna be sitting up in the house, you know, cooking and cleaning and all that shit. We ain't finna be doing this and doing that. And oh boy came through and tried to interrupt. Okay, she said, hold the fuck up. You are not gonna keep on interrupting me, and you're not gonna be mansplaining me, so let me fucking finish. And right when she did that, all of a sudden somebody was on the microphone and was like, I got a question for Miss Al, for Allie or whatever, and it was Kai. So he took his hat off and he said who it is, and he gets up there basically saying, you women ain't shit. All right, you running this fucking campaign, bitching and moaning about how your husband don't let you do this and he don't listen to you and all this shit, and that is why women ain't equipped to fucking run for whole office, and you will never be anything, and that's why I'm gonna be the one to kill your ass. Mind you, he got his followers in the back guarding the doors. I said, ain't this some shit? Okay, he put up a gun and she was like, motherfucker, fuck you. All right, go ahead and shoot me. As soon as she said fuck you, you see the guard stands up. Okay, I said, oh, she's sitting there too. Oh, okay. So the guard stands up, and next thing you know, he tries to shoot her, but it's blanks up in there. Flashback to the fact that the guard met up with Allie, and Allie was telling her, listen, let me tell you this. So he up here trying to control you with all this shit. He's very charismatic, and he be talking shit about you, don't he? Okay, that's how he get inside your head, and then he want to downgrade you and all that and degrade you. She was like, look, truth be told, that divine ruler bullshit turns me off. I said, I know, girl, wake the fuck up. You shouldn't have been fucking around with that shit no way. Okay, your mama taught you better than that. Obviously she didn't. But she was looking at him like, bitch, and what? And what? I said, uh-oh. So you trying to take down women, and yet you trusted a woman to get you out of there, not thinking that this woman will betray you just like the woman who betrayed you to get your ass in jail. You don't think, Kai, okay? And next thing you know, here comes Beverly. Pop the bullet dead up in Kai's head. I said, come through. Because Allie said, you know who gonna win this shit? And you know what we are? We about nasty women. I said, come on, nasty women. That I love the fact that they are taken from the actual election and put it in here. These phrases that was meant negative towards women or whatever, and trying to use them as empowerment. I said, all right, you gotta do what you gotta do. And so after that, you know, we see that Allie won, and especially amongst the women, she won 80% of the women's votes, and she was talking to Ozzy and, you know, telling him that Erica's going to be downstairs, and he was talking about the politics and, you know, how you govern, and she was like, I just want to make the world a better place for you and all that, and so she got a place to go, and next thing you know, we see her putting on, you know, her makeup, not her makeup, but putting on, yeah, she was putting on some little blush or whatever, and then she put down in her head that she pulled a cloth over her hair. I said, come on, smut. The smut reference. Okay, we made a little flashback. Mind you, Allie said the she was infiltrating the whole thing, and the FBI had already knew, and this was all the plan in the first place. The FBI had used her to get into the cult. Okay, when they confronted her in the psycho ward, and they knew that she wasn't crazy, and they was like, bitch, we need you, and that's how she got up in there for real, for real. But you know, they ended it cool enough. Okay, I'm satisfied with the season. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. And I will see you guys later. Peace.